Former General Electric CEO and former Senator Cruz supporter Jack Welch sat down with our very own Neil Cavuto and expressed why his second thoughts about backing the Texas senator, if he would ever do it again. Take a listen.
But what do you make of that?
I didn't like it. I didn't like him taking the pledge and then walking away. Now, he was obviously piqued by the comments that Trump made about his wife, so I can understand some reaction to that. But he made a pledge. As to
support the nominee.
Support the nominee, and I'm disappointed that they backed away from it.
Would you think twice about ever supporting Cruz again?
I'd think twice about it.
He went on to say that never-Trumpers lack pragmatism, and although he doesn't agree with all of Donald Trump's views, he agrees that our economy cannot afford to get wrecked by the Democratic policies anymore. In fact, a new Fox poll out shows that Donald Trump has 80% Republican support behind him. So, with longtime business gurus like Jack Welch joining the Trump chain, is this the last call for the rest of the never-Trumpers to get on board? Back to discuss Jillian Melchior, GIna Loudon, and he's here, the captain, on deck, Lieutenant Steve Rogers. Let me start with you, GIna, though. You know, as Donald Trump in the last couple of weeks has gone up in the polls, I've watched some of the never-Trumpers, and their tweets have gotten a little softer, you know, a little bit more malleable, if you will, maybe looking for a way to get on the train. I mean, would you welcome them? Is it too little, too late?
I think anyone would absolutely welcome them. Most people in this country who have any grasp of politics or economics or our terror issues or our illegal immigration issues realize that we've got to join together, we've got to band together, Charles, and preclude a continuation, a third term of Obama that many feel could be the demise of everything great about this nation. So restoring sanity, an important component, and certainly everyone's welcome in that effort.
Jillian, you haven't always been you're not a Donald Trump fan.
I am not. I'm a never-Trumper.
But you have seen Donald Trump change to a point where people feel like he's certainly more presidential.
Well, some people.
He's put out policies that have attracted a lot of folks and have eased the anxieties of some conservatives. Why are you still resistant?
Look, I think Kellyanne Conway's done a good job of rebranding him. That said, and I do think that there's a principled argument for the Supreme Court for not having another 4 years of Obama. I'm not getting on board. Here's why. I'm in the state of New York. Hillary Clinton has a 20-point lead. My vote doesn't count that much here. And with that, I mean, why would I vote for somebody whose conservative credentials I absolutely do not trust and whose record and whose tone I find reprehensible? Well, Steve, I think somebody's got to stand up for that, and I'm going to be one of them.
Steve, Jillian mentioned the Supreme Court, so we know that this election will have implications for our country for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Based on how many Supreme Court justices there are. Many people alone are saying, listen, it's a binary choice. If you care anything at all about where we are and if you are afraid of Democratic policies, you must go with Donald Trump.
From never Trump to forever Trump.
No.
That's the bottom line. And you're absolutely right. It's about the Supreme Court. That's probably going to be the most critical decision the next president's going to make. We have to get back to the basic values of this country. We got to end political correctness. And we've got to make America great again. And you're going to be jumping on board.
I won't be on board. I won't be on board.
I know you work with her in the green room. Real quick, last word to you, GIna.
Yeah, well, in all due respect to Jillian, I think especially since she does have such a platform here on your show and others, it would be so great if she would just take one more look at what is truly a binary choice. Hillary is actually losing momentum with Democrats while Trump is gaining.
We've got 8 weeks left. Everyone have a great weekend. Here's Lou Dobbs.